Hey anime fans, this is Animaniatrix. I'm Alpha Treyu, here with...
Hey, Oasis Gym.
Alright, here with another video. This time we finished watching...
Reincarnated as a slime.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Season 2. And I just have to say, I am mad that it left us at such a cliffhanger.
Yep, it did. Total cliffhanger.
12 episodes. It should have been 24 or 26 like the first season. I'm mad. But I looked it up. It's supposed to be a part 2 or part 2, a season 2 part 2 starting airing in next month. So I am stoked.
Yay!
I'm like, I cannot wait till this comes out. Reincarnated as a Slime, one of my favorite animes. Season 1, I rated it a masterpiece, a 10.
It's my favorite too. And I also rated it as a 10.
Alright, so then what did you think? Tell us, Oasis.
Well, probably ain't gonna make no sense, but when I first saw this, well, I thought it was gonna be about a slime, how can I even say it? A slime brought into the actual world, the real world.
Reverse. Like a reverse isekai.
Mm-hmm. I thought they was going to try something like that.
Interesting.
That would have been interesting if they would have went that way.
So tell us. You said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
But it turns out that it's actually about a guy that lives in the human world, died, and reincarnated as a slime in the isekai world. He built his own foundation, made alliances, bunch of friends, and grew from there.
Right. I think that was like part of the appeal for me. Like the building. Like I've watched several isekais till now. And I gotta say, out of all the isekai, whether it be, what's the one, Sword Art Online, Overlord, of course, Saga Tanya the Evil, you know, all the different types of isekai, Konosuba, we were just talking about. I have to say that my favorite type of isekai has to be where the protagonist or antagonist, whichever the story is following, because Overlord could be considered an antagonist, right? Is basically on like a global domination or world takeover or conquest. I love it. Like that's my favorite genre so far. That's probably why I was so into Code Geass, even though we could hardly consider Code Geass a isekai. I mean, it could be, you know, some people might think, you know, consider that an isekai, but it's not quite. But everything Lelouch does in Code Geass, I'm here for it. But the difference between something like that, it can't just be taking over shit, right? I love the colonizing and, like you said, the world building or like developing his own shit. It's almost like the perfect video game.
Yeah.
For me, like I would love to play a video game like that, you know, where I build my squad up, build like or like the upper echelon of a kingdom that I will will be ruling, you know, taking over territories, you know, pillaging, plundering, taking their resources, taking the women, you know, doing trade with better, stronger kingdoms until I can strong enough to take over their kingdom. I am here for it. Reincarnated as a slime has all of that, and I love the gallery of characters, colorful characters. All of them are like likable. My favorite, I have to say, is the old head with the sword. Out of his like little Keishan squad, I'm gonna try to avoid my best in this commentary not to compare Reincarnated as a slime directly against Overlord. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that, but it's so hard because I do feel like there are some things that Overlord just did better. Reincarnated as a slime kind of missed the mark in some ways, but this isn't to pin them against each other and dissect that. Either way, I still consider this a 10.
It is hard not to compare the two.
Right. But as I was saying, the old head. I don't know any of the Keishans names. Or are they called Keishans, right? I don't know any other names, but I think he has to be my favorite one. I like all of them. You know, the brothers, the red dude. I don't know any of these names, by the way, anime fans. So bear with me. I'm
I know some of their names.
Terrible with these anime character names. All I know is Rimuru, for the most part, and Maline. Maline's another one I know, but that's because she's also one of my favorite characters in the show.
I had a hard time trying to get her name right. I kept calling her Merlin.
Merlin. I think that's 7 Deadly Sins. Close, but not quite. But yeah. So so that whole little squad, like I said, I don't want to compare them to the Floor Guardians from Overlord, but that's what it reminds me of, you know, because you got Rimuru at the head, right? Then you got his I guess you could call them his royal guard. You know, you got the ninja guy. Then the other guy, you know, I guess he's the head, which is the fire dude. And then his sister, which is, she's, huge titties, super powerful. Then the other one, she's some type of mage. The old head, it's so reminiscent of Overlord's Cocytus, Demiurge, the twins, Albedo and Shaltir.
Yeah, it is.
Even, what's his name? The butler. And the butler and the battle mages. I can't recall his name. But yeah, like Reincarnated Islam had like a lot of elements, and I love that, like the echelon, the building of his royal guard. Now he even has a butler, named him Diablo.
I like his butler.
So far, I like his butler. Mm-hmm. He still got me kind of raising my eyebrow because his back. He had a little backstory to him. I'm a little skeptical of him, but as for now, he seems like he would make a powerful ally. So I'm kind of happy he is pledging his allegiance to Rimuru for now, anyway. I'm looking forward for more of the series to see where his characters go, what we have in store for Diablo.
Hopefully he stays loyal.
Hopefully he stays loyal.
He'll
right.
go against them. Hopefully not.
But
I think that the slime's abilities are very broken. He has broken abilities.
I thought he was broken before. I thought he was broken before season 2. I thought he was broken. I thought all he had to do was Kirby, Pac-Man, motherfuckers, and that's it. Game over. But he out there leveling up, evolving. Like, yo, this dude is crazy.
Getting all these different kind of powers.
I thought he was broken season 1, but then what? First half of season 2, I must say, I feel like was kind of like slow. No, was it slow? I don't know if it was slow or it was just the fact that I don't know. I think the way that the storytelling in this isn't my favorite. Like, I love the concept, I love the plot, I love the characters, I love everything that they are doing with this show. But I do feel like something is falling short, and I think it's in the storytelling, the way it's being told, department, right? So, in the first half, you remember he's going against that one holy night chick, and when she puts a barrier over him. I thought he was busted before that, but then he gets to this fight, and he is a huge disappointment. I'm like, remember, what is going on?
He hid?
Like,
I'm like, why?
Oh my goodness. He was getting his ass whooped. I was like, yo, what?
That was
He
so
lost
sad.
he lost all my respect in that fight. I'm like, yo, if you are losing to this chick, you shouldn't even have a kingdom. You shouldn't even have, like, if she could beat you, she deserves your shit. That was my mentality. Like, yo, like, did you see the way she was moving? This chick was incredible. And then that final blast from death from above or below or whatever that blast was, I was like, yo, why doesn't this chick have a kingdom of her own?
Right.
You know? So I'm like, yo, if she could
something.
Yeah, if she could beat him, then he doesn't need to be ruling nothing. Right? Because on season 1, I'm thinking he's on the same level as Maleen, then basically, or all he got to do is Kirby suck him up like Kirby, devour, gluttony, predator, like just get him in your belly, like that's what I'm thinking. That's all he got to do, right? I'm watching this fight like, yo, suck her up, like swallow this bitch. What are you doing? Nah.
What is it called? Devour.
Right? Eat her.
Gluttony.
I guess she wasn't letting that happen. Something about the magicules not being sufficient or whatever, suppressed magicules because of the barriers. Look, man, I'm just like, if a barrier is enough, if all it takes is them to put up a tent over your shit, cast one of these things over your shit, and that's all it takes for you to lose everything, then you don't need it in the first place. That, like, I'm like sitting here like, yo, Ruben had all my respect. He had all my respect before going into that fight because how that stuff went down in season 1 with the orc lord. He just swallowed him. Basically said, who first? Gump. And he just swallowed them. So I'm thinking, yo, that's all he got to do. Now they threw a spin at everything. Now he can't. Now swallowing everybody isn't enough. Now he has to deal with status ailments and support magic and, like, magic items. Like, yo, I'm like, he's literally losing to a chick that's using magic items and support magic. Like, if all it takes for you to be defeated is support magic and magic items, then Tempest is going to be, it's inevitable that Tempest is going to be plundered. It's inevitable. Or so I thought, because like you said, now he's completely busted. He's completely broken. Because now he's talking about what they do, killed 10,000 humans, sacrifices like a dang altar, and leveled them up all the way to a damn god. I thought he was a god before. But now, Rimuru today, oh my goodness.
I bet he could beat her with ease now.
He's naming everybody like...
She didn't even show back up again.
Who?
The girl he was fighting.
Well, yeah, she went back to vermouth or wherever she was from, the church.
Okay.
But yeah, he's
She
naming
went home.
everybody like Adam and Eve. You know, just naming people, giving them a percentage of his power. Everybody he names become a race. They level up too.
He was like, I got beat up too bad.
Spitting out summons. Now he spit out Valdor. He spit out Diablo. Yeah, I'm saying like, oh, this dude he's a god. How are they going to get around this? But then they showed Malim's power going against the guy from the animal kingdom, right? So now I'm expecting some shit to go down. I still don't know what's going on with Malim. She is one of my favorite characters. I'm kind of getting frustrated because it's like, yo, Malim, what are you doing?
She beating on the animal kingdom, the animal people.
Malim, what are you doing?
And it didn't even say why.
Not sure what's going on with Malim, but she fucking shit up.
That's a cliffhanger there.
I thought Malim, what Diablo is right now for Rimuru, or like the direction Diablo seems to be going with Rimuru as, like, you know, his faithful servant or somebody just by his side, or somebody a powerful I don't want to say sidekick, but like a powerful partner that always watches his back. I thought that was gonna be Malim. Nah, she done went renegade, and she just fucking up kingdoms. What are you doing, girl? Like, you was one of my favorite characters. Now I gotta side eye you. Like, what is happening?
Started doing her own thing.
Yeah, doing her own thing. Turns out she has a backstory about what happened when she became a demon lord. It inspired him to become the demon lord, to resurrect everybody like Jesus. I'm like, yo, they basically in this episode ripped the page right out of the Bible. He's sitting there resurrecting people, death from above, killing everybody, like on some the second coming of Christ. You seen him? Remember the part he's like in the sky?
Oh yeah,
all them,
he sent that.
Yeah, all them slime bullets. Oh my goodness!
Killing everybody.
I was like, yo, this is crazy.
With ease.
Kill everybody with ease. And then he learned that skill, merciless. Oh my goodness.
They couldn't even plead for their lives.
Just kill everybody. Instant kills.
He want to hear it.
Everybody. Fatality. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful to see Rimuru go to turn. He went from like peace loving and, you know, yeah, hey my guy, like
peace loving, care friendly.
Yeah, peace. You know, don't hurt the humans.
My
guy. Like he heard his town. They invaded his town. Yo, he 360 was like what. What badass. Oh my goodness. Seeing Rimuru in that state, I was like, yes.
I'm surprised he didn't even think hard about it.
Yes, he did think hard. What are you talking about?
It was like...
Because he was about to whip the bitch ass. The one, Majin. He was about to go off on her.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was about to go off. He walked in. He's like, yo, this is because of you. He's like, all right, hold on. Let me calm down real quick before I flip. He said, let me calm down. We're going to have a meeting. You going to explain this shit to me before I flip. Yeah, he thought about it, and he was like, okay. And then they calculated. We had a whole episode of them thinking about it. Remember? That whole filler episode of them just talking? I was so mad. I was like, damn. It was like episode 10. They're just sitting there talking at the table the whole time. I was like, yo, why y'all spending so much time deliberating? Get the fuck up and come on. Like, they on their way. Can't you teleport there and get this popping? But when they did get it popping, oh my goodness. I did not expect like that hailstorm. It was like, it reminded me of, you remember Black Clover. There was the episode with, the Wizard King Julius versus Light or Licht, and he used the light magic to summon all them swords from the sky. It kind of reminded me of that. But yo, but instead he just used slime. He's standing up there, using all these slime bullets. Oh my goodness, headshots left and right. Oh my goodness, and then that kill count just going up like a dang Yu-Gi-Oh counter up to 10,000? Oh, he needed 10,000 kills to evolve Oh man, I'm still off this rush and this high. Yo, anime, this anime is like everything I look for in an anime.
I don't know how I forgot. He did have a whole thing or a whole episode of him thinking about it. I don't know how I forgot about that.
There was a whole filler because you probably
Yeah.
fell asleep watching.
Woke up to him killing everybody. Oh, he didn't even think about it. Whole episode of him thinking about it. uh,
Oh man,
this anime was awesome.
this is one of them type of animes that just leave you wanting more. Like you get into the dang show, you get in the screen. Oh man.
He Rimuru lost his respect for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He lost it.
Yeah, cause at first I was like, yo, like I was thinking like I'm probably gonna end up rating this like a 7. Season 1's a 10, but like it just I thought because you know a lot of animes end up doing that, like it ends up flopping, right? And he lost his respect for me, and then like I said, when he went badass, that's when he gained it back. And I remember we was talking, I was telling you like Lord Ainz would not be having none of the shit right now. Like a lot of stuff that was happening in the first half, I was like, this would not be Lord Ainz.
People talking to him crazy.
Yeah, right,
Treating
exactly.
him any type of
like
way.
the when he went to the elf pub, right? At the middle of the night with Gata, they went out for drinks and stuff, and then they left the bar, and the girls are out there talking crazy, like, oh, we're gonna punish him. I was like, yo, Shaltir and Albedo would never talk to Ainz like that.
No way.
Ainz would look at Albedo and Shaltir like, what? And they'd be like, oh, we're sorry, my lord. I don't know what came over. I don't know what came over me.
Just think about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Ainz, comparing Ainz to Rimuru. Oh my, like Rimuru's way too like, hey, my guy. Like, I don't know. It's like, don't get me wrong. I like his personality. He's likable, but I think Ainz is more edgy. He has that screen presence, that demand, that power. It's like, yo, you're nobody fucking with Ainz.
Yeah, I like that more.
You put him on the screen, anyway, and then Rimuru got that when he redeemed himself when he went out there to go after that army. When he wanted to get his kill count, when he become a demon lord. He got that respect back. I was like, oh, this is a side of Rimuru I didn't think that he had. He was like, shit, what was he saying? He was like, he reneged on wanting to spare humans. He was like, nah, we about to get it in with these countries. Like he's like, y'all go west, y'all go east, y'all go north. He sent his platoons all over. Talk like it was Fire Emblem. Like y'all go over there, y'all go over there, and y'all go over there, and we gonna meet up back here. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness.
Show no mercy.
Show no mercy. Oh my goodness, and I loved it.
They went in.
I loved it. I think I am a little like, I wish Overlord would have did something like that, like highlighting all the floor guardians. I mean, they kind of did that with Shaltir and Kokaitis when they. Oh man, I don't want to go too deep into it. I'm gonna go too deep into Overlord. Can't compare, but like I said, like Overlord and Reincarnated as a Slime is probably the only 2 masterpieces that I have. I mean, I got a couple other things in the masterpiece sitting in there for different reasons, but these are the types of animes that I like, so I can't help but pin them against each other. Yeah, like I said, he sent the Kijins out like it was Fire Emblem. You know, it's like, are you and you? Y'all gonna go take the West, the humans, you go over there, y'all get your little revenge. Like you go by yourself. He go over there, then the ninja, he sent them over there. Oh my goodness, and all them battles was so exciting. I be seeing some boring battles in some of these shows. I think these battles were kind of exciting. Even though they're blowouts. I still think they're exciting to watch, fun to watch, especially when Rimuru pulls some shit out of his ass, some ability that I didn't expect him to use.
Some of the fights seemed like it wasn't even fair, but
Blowouts. Blowouts.
The way the humans were doing them when they couldn't fight.
Oh yeah, with that barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting so mad. I was like, who wrote this? Fire this guy. Who wrote this?
Crazy, and there was 2 of them.
That barrier shouldn't have had that much impact.
It made everybody
on their skills like that.
Everybody was weak. Everybody was getting killed.
That was ridiculous.
That crazy. That was so sad.
And then Rimuru turned around and used the barrier. And I was like, yeah!
Yeah.
How y'all like that shit? Each your own spell y'all used. He used the barrier on them.
They can't do nothing.
He was like, what the king said, he was like, good, you can get us out of here. You can teleport us. He was like, yeah, unfortunately, sir, he has an anti-magic barrier up. I can't send you anywhere.
That crap was so... I'm sorry, that was so funny.
That was hilarious. He swore he was getting out of there. He was like, yes, my ride's here. Yes, you can get me out of here.
That was too funny.
He was like, yeah, about that.
That was too funny.
Oh, man.
He couldn't even get anywhere. As soon as he ran out, it was a wrap. He couldn't.
Oh, yeah, when he popped them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the boy that came up with a plan. Yo, that was funny. The boy. He was like, yeah, all right, this is what we're going to do. I don't know what the plan was. He was like, we're going, all right, and then I'm going to do this, and then y'all going to do this, and I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to use this skill. He ran out the tent. Was like, pop!
Whole plan. Mm-mm.
Damn. That was crazy. That was wow. I was like, yo!
That was so
seeing the
funny.
whole, you can see the sky from the other side of his head, through his head. Yo, my
I was
goodness.
thinking to myself, like, now how is this plane going to go out?
Right, I wanted to see that happen. I did not expect him to get popped like that. Yo, you seen right through his head.
That was funny. I started dying at that part.
That was too funny. Rimuru was not having it. I loved it. I was like, yo, get him. Then oh my goodness, that merciless skill.
That was too funny.
That merciless skill just killed everybody instantaneously. See, and so, Rimuru is so much of like a peacemaker. But I thought he was going to end up doing, I thought he was going to have all those soldiers come into Tempest, right? Get his kill count by killing everybody and then resurrect everybody that he just killed once he became Demon Lord. I thought that was where he was going with that. You know what I mean?
Didn't think of that.
Because he's so much of, like he's killing everybody to make a statement, and then once he becomes Demon Lord, resurrect not only his people, but their people too, and try to come up with some type of... I thought that's the route he was going. I'm happy he handled it the way he handled it.
Could have, but... I think the way he did it was better.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Everybody went in. It's like they was excited to do that.
You remember I was getting impatient. You remember? Yeah. I was like, yo, when is this? Because it was like the first 7 episodes. I was like, yo, where's the action at? He's in there running around with these kids, going to the bar, hanging out with the king. I was like, yo, it's too, like, where's the action at? I didn't see him not pick up one ball up, not one fist for 7 whole episodes of the first half of the second season. And I was like, yo, is this whole, because we only had a couple episodes left, I'm like, yo, is this whole season going to just be dialogue? I was getting like mad. I was like, yo, where's all the action? Yeah, like, all right. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate all that stuff, but if you're gonna do it, I like that to be done, like kind of like in a Code Geass kind of type of way, like more like shit going on. This was just kind of like, you know, he just hanging out, making apple brandy, sipping drinks. Like, all right. And I was like, all right, where's the action? Like, what is going on? Then it finally, by episode 8, 9, or 10 or something, I don't know what episode it was, but once they all started fighting, when they invaded Tempest, and the girl trapped them in that barrier and fought. I was like, finally, some action. Something's going on.
Finally.
Oh man, that was a rush. That last Binger was a rush. Oh man, I cannot wait till they release the next one.
I can't wait to.
That Majin chick, I wanted them to kill her. I was like, yo, show this chick no mercy. And the other boy, who was it? The champion. It was the champion, and then the other representative from the animal kingdom that was filling her.
Yeah.
They just like defending her. I would have probably killed her on the spot. For real. But I feel like I knew why Rimuru didn't do that. Because he was literally just talking about being heard out when he was fighting the chick, the holy night girl. Because he was trying to talk to her during that fight. He was like, "Here, please hear me out. And she was ignoring everything he said, don't care, just swinging her sword at him. So then when they was like, remember, just hear her out, hear the Majin girl, hear her out. He was like, all right, fine, I'll hear you out. I was like, all right, that's probably why he's hearing her out, because he literally just was in a situation like this. Like, he didn't want to be like this. Like, all right, I'll hear you out because he knows how I feel. But if it was me, I'd be like, you what? This is why we lost communications? I don't even know this chick. Why is she here? She would have been out.
I think I would have snapped. The part where he was about to snap, I think I would have just lost it.
He like, and like I don't know. I could like I don't know. Like I understood why he spared her, but maybe it's just the villainous in me. Like I spare her for what?
I don't think I would have.
I don't know.
For what?
True. Like it's like why?
Right.
She caused it. Like you know how much trouble I went through just to bring back everybody. I had to kill 10,000 humans because you wanted to phone jam everybody from getting in touch with me and following Demon Lord Claymont's orders.
Everybody was getting beat up, killed.
I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about her. See, I think that part won't go away. Like it's like, all right, you apologize. All right, bitch, I still don't like you.
I didn't make it up.
Like you still running around my kingdom, right? Like you had no sympathy, no empathy for what you did. Running around my kingdom like you got a home now. No, you are on the move somewhere. I don't trust this chick in my.
She had no kind of sympathy.
Like I don't trust her. I'll spare her. If I spare her, she still got a role. She can't stay here. She done made herself at home, got cozy. Nah, I don't know about all that.
Two boyfriends.
Two boyfriends, right? Got two dudes on her. Like I don't know, this chick, she's too privileged. She's too entitled.
That part made me so. Oh my goodness, that part made me so mad.
Yeah, they was like too.
She was like, "Come look, see what I did." I was like, "Oh my gosh," so mad.
Right. Come look at what I did.
It's like she didn't even feel nothing. She just was looking sad, but
she didn't even look sad. She was just looking like.
Well, like plain face.
Yeah, plain face. Just looking at y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Like y'all really not gonna kill me for real?
Everybody got beat up, and oh no, just no.
I think that's female privilege right there. That's female privilege. She could
crap was crazy.
You could do diabolical, do the most heinous shit, and niggas is still out there simping. Talking about, don't kill her!
Oh, they made me so mad.
Don't do it!
They made me so mad. I'm like, are they serious?
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, you don't realize, like, no punishment? Not even a punishment. Like, well, she was being controlled by the bull, Claymont. I think I don't know, I feel like maybe she should be punished until we get Claymont or something. Or at least she has to put all her efforts in to
redeem herself.
Redeem herself or go after the bull Claymont. I think she feel fine because she put up a barrier, helped the other Kijin girl put up a barrier to keep the molecules in. to help him with a spell. But I mean, right now, like, all right, that shit's done and over with. Like,
that wasn't enough.
now what are we gonna do with this girl? We're not gonna just act like she didn't do what she did. We're doing something with this chick. Like, she's not just gonna be walking around here like she didn't just apocalyptic my
living freely among us.
Right, living rent free after she just apocalyptic.
We're her true love.
Y2K'd my shit. Not my kingdom.
We're her true love.
Her and the
has
bull
the nerve to have
go
a
head
true
out.
love.
Anyway, but then again, come to think about it, now that we're talking about, that probably is end up what she's gonna end up doing, because remember Rimuru did say he wanted the bull to become the king of that other kingdom, right? So if he becomes the king over there, he's gonna have to take her with him. So that's probably how that's gonna end up playing out. She gonna move, because I can't see how the girl with the big titties is going to just let her just stick around.
No.
Like, no. All them Kijin should be looking at her like, all right, Rimuru might not have a problem with you, but
as soon as he give the word, she done.
Right. I think that's about another reason why I do like all the people in Tempest, because they're like so loyal to Rimuru and they trust him faithfully. They're just like, what? Oh, okay. Rimuru sparing you? All right, we're gonna spare you, just this once. But then, soon as Rimuru changes his mind, like, no, I changed my mind. Go ahead and kill her. All right, on it. Like,
yeah. No questions asked.
No questions asked. Oh man.
It's crazy.
The show made me want some apple brandy. Now I gotta make a special trip this weekend to go grab some apple brandy just so I could try it again. Even though I know what it tastes like, but it's been a couple years, so I'm gonna have to get some apple brandy now. I did appreciate and like the fact that they did go into like the more like the commerce aspect of building this kingdom, and why the other kingdom wanted to come against them because of that, those trades, and like basically for money and greed. So I'm like, yeah, because Overlord played with that idea, but they didn't really go into it like I wanted them to. And I do think Reincarnated as a Slime, even though I'd rate Overlord better, because just the way the show was handled, I feel like Overlord was handled way better than this. I do appreciate that they did do certain things like that Overlord kind of like missed the mark with. So, like, he had the what was it, dwarfs or gnomes, like they were blacksmiths. They forged weapons and stuff. Then they had the guy, doing the potions. Just doing certain things, and they had some elves in his kingdom doing what was they doing, like threads and sewing, making clothes, and then they're learning agriculture. I like that. I like to see that. I feel like Overlord could have did that. Lelouch, Cole Geass could have did that. That's what I feel like. That's what's missing. When I started watching this and I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is what I wanted to see. They domesticated wolves. You know what I'm saying? He got took over the goblin population, and basically made an enhanced goblin race. I feel like Overlord kind of did that with the reptiles, the reptile people, but it's kind of like it's missing. He didn't really do anything. He just like, oh, we're going to take over the reptiles. Okay, and he just took them over. They're still hanging out at Nazareth, but like Rimuru, they're actually exploring these ideas. They're actually going with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to going back and forth between kingdoms, talking to other kingdoms and other kings about truces and stuff. I love that. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I do too. I like them alliances.
Conquest. I do feel like I feel like there should be some more conquest in it, though. I feel like they slowed down tremendously because he's created these antagonists. But I don't feel like the antagonist should hold up his production. Like now, Baleen, she went after the animal kingdom and basically destroyed it. I feel like it could have been better if they would have did something as to where Rimuru basically took that over for himself and had it under his. Not necessarily. Well, I mean, I guess that would take away from the plot, but I don't know. I just feel like he's not expanding fast enough, or as fast as he could. But I think that was dialed back again because I was overestimating him at first. I thought he had more power than he actually did before he became a demon lord. Now that he's a demon lord, because I feel like I almost feel like they're going to stop with that, and I kind of don't like that part because that's my favorite aspect of the show. My favorite aspect of it is him taking shit over. So, but then again, that maybe that's what I'm going to get from Overlord. Because if you ever seen, I know you didn't watch Code Geass, Lelouch didn't stop till he took everything over. Lelouch was like, he took everything over. You know what I'm saying? Every country, every land, until the whole world. Lelouch took over everything until it was his. Ainz is kind of on that same, like, tip. He's like, yo, like, I'm claiming this land, I'm claiming this territory. This is mine. This is going to be mine now. And they're like, oh, should we give it to him? And then now they're going to war. Rimuru is not really doing that. He's not really like, he's defending what's already his, but he's not like conquering. He's not going out. Like he's colonizing. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's reforming what he has and trying to establish and build on top of what he already has. But he's not like expanding. And I feel like even if we do get a season 3 or even in the part 2, the reason I'm bringing this up, I feel like they're not going to keep that theme going. They're going to stop with that theme and focus more so on the quarrels between him and the other antagonists, like the other kingdoms, the other Demon Lord Clayman, the Holy Night Girl. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, he has a lot of enemies, a lot of formidable enemies. But for as many enemies that he does have, he has just as many allies. So I feel like that shouldn't cease his production. But again, like I said, since I did overestimate him at first, I thought he was more powerful than what he was. If he had that power, granted, I think that's what he should have been doing. Like, all right, we're not going to stop here. We're going to keep this going. Because, like, he had the whole forest. Remember, because when he defeated the Orc Lord, the fairies, they basically gave him the whole forest. They called it the, what is it? The Jura Tempest Federation or something. So basically, he runs that entire territory, not just Tempest, but also like the forest too. So I thought, like, all right, now he's going to expand even further and further and further. I hope they keep doing that. I hope we get to see him conquering more and more. Not necessarily saying he has to go in direct combat with his allied kingdoms, but I'm saying just to display his power, expanding, like even with different races. You know what I'm saying? Because like he has the Dragon Newt race under his the Dragon Newt race. He has the Orc race, the Kijin race, the Trolls. I think there are the Kijins, right? Like there's these different races. If he just kept that going, like, or even like the elves, keep that going, like take over that, take over this, take over that. That's what I'm showing up to see. Don't get me wrong, everything else I'm good with. I'm here for. I love to see it. Like, you know, seeing Rimuru fight is fresh every time. He's doing something different, especially when he's using his silk webs and all that stuff. But I hope they don't lose that element.
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully that he keeps taking over more places.
And is it just me,
Hopefully.
or does it seem like they're like putting certain things from other animes in this? Because I'm getting Demon King Academy vibes. Demon King Academy vibes from Rimuru. From like Lord Vodigoat. He's giving me Lord Vodigoat from Demon King Academy vibes. Then you got with the boy Diablo. He's getting me Black Butler vibes. right? Then remember when he was teaching the kids, he was like, "Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna give you all the manga that I promised you." He's like, "I got that new Parasite." I was like, "Okay, so whoever's doing, yeah, he's like, whoever's doing this, whoever's behind the show clearly is is into a lot of different animes themselves." To be expected, but I never really get to see that like those elements added. So that's why I'm thinking like I think there's an image floating around with like Rimuru on a throne looking just like Lord Voldigoat, and then there's another image of floating around him looking like Black Butler with Diablo next to him. So I'm like, if you ever see that, like that's I feel like that's where they're getting it from.
Yeah, I think they are.
But I don't know. I feel like they're doing it on purpose too. Like just like some of the stuff on here is like you could say Goblin Slayer, and then also Overlord. Like they're getting they must be getting their ideas from different animes. I'm not mad at it.
Trying to put them all in there.
Yeah, the good elements of a lot of different stuff into this. I'm not mad at it. It suits Rimuru's Devour ability, his Predator ability. You know what I'm saying? It suits him. Like that's what he does. He eats shit and applies it to himself. So I'm not mad at it. Also, that new what's that show called? I'm a Spider. So what? I think, but this one that came out after, right? So
yeah. So now I guess
I feel like that came. Yeah, that's copying off of this. I'm not mad at it either. I mean, hopefully this theme doesn't get too redundant. But I do feel like unless any anime fans, if you know of any shows like that has that conquest, global takeover, world domination theme to it, please suggest it, add it in the comment section. But from what I know, or from my knowledge, there's not too many animes that's exploring those themes. Conquest, conquering, pillaging. You know what I'm saying? Making people, taking slaves, making slaves out of people, and having them build up your kingdom, and you building an echelon in the military, and basically what you get in a lot of these things, like I said, like a video game. This made me definitely want to play Fire Emblem. So now I gotta get the new Fire Emblem, 3 Houses for the Switch.
Yeah, this anime reminded me of a video game too.
Imagine
especially Fire Emblem.
Imagine if they came out with a game like this.
I would want it right away.
And it's funny because I feel like they could make this into a video game like Fire Emblem, but use all the skins from this show and just slap them on the raw material of Fire Emblem and just have basically the same game, Fire Emblem game, but just slap
with all these characters,
all these skins, all these character skins on everybody and change the names. Like you could have a Reincarnated as a Slime video game slap on top of Fire Emblem. Tweak their abilities just a little bit instead of having them ride the Pegasuses or the horses, have them ride wolves instead of them be knights, be goblins. You know what I'm saying? Just slap the skins on top of Fire Emblem, and you got yourself a Reincarnated as a Slime game.
Reincarnated as a Slime Fire Emblem.
And your Rimuru. Your Rimuru, or the main character Rimuru, the tactician.
That sounds like fun.
You know.
I play it.
And speaking of character creation, remember we were talking about, because I was about to say, because a lot of times on Fire Emblem they ask you, are you male or female? On this they ask you, are you male or female? It don't really matter if you're Rimuru, right? Because it's like he's genderless. You don't even know at that time you don't know whether or not to refer to him as a him or a her.
Yeah, right.
So you'd be in the player screen like, are you a boy or a girl? And it's just Rimuru like in two slots just looking the same. One's a girl, one's a boy, but they look exactly alike. Or what's the difference?
Have different voices.
Just different text. They'll just say her, or they'll refer to him, her, or him, or him or her. Or they could do it to where like he looks more like the girl that he absorbed. Forget what her name was. The one with the mask.
I think it's
Shizu. Really? How'd you remember? How did you remember that? Yeah,
like
they could have. All right, they could have Rimuru look more like Shizu as the girl version, and then for the boy, have him or just use a slime form. for boy, use the slime form, and then for girl, use his human form with the mask on. The Shizu mask.
Shizu mask. That's funny.
Oh man.
That sounds like a fun game.
I think it would be dope. Just to start off though, like I do feel like if they do come out with an actual game, like it shouldn't be turn based or nothing like that. It should actually be like should be more like Zelda or open world type. If they actually do come out with a game like that, because I would like to play a game where it's like you get to build your own situation, build your own kingdom, take over shit, and bring in slaves and have them build up your stuff, bring in concubines. You know what I'm saying? Build a bar, elf bar and stuff. Yeah.
It'll be more fun like that. It's already pre-made.
Slap the Rimuru skin on top of Grand Theft Auto. Have Rimuru running around. Open world, like team up with Rockstar.
Funny.
But anyway, I digress from that.
My favorite characters, all of them. I like everybody.
Everybody?
Well,
I guess it'd be easier if you name who you didn't like. Or like the least.
It'll just be the people that went against Rimuru. So like the girl.
The Majin.
Her. Her two boyfriends, because they went against Rimuru.
That's clearly a polyamorous relationship they about to have going.
The one demon guy, I think it's Claymore. Not feeling him too much.
Really? He didn't even do anything.
Don't know too much about him, but he looked like he's evil. So
you can't not like him just because he's a villain.
Wow.
Gotta be. I mean, hopefully he makes a good villain. Not good like good, but good as in a good villain. Like good villains are likable. If you ask me, I like a good villain. But I mean, he ain't really do nothing but sip wine the entire time. That's all he do. I mean, don't get me wrong. He plays a little dirty.
He sips wine and talks crap.
Yeah, talk shit. He do play a little dirty though. I do give him that. And speaking of playing dirty, whatever happened to them clowns? Did them clowns get destroyed in the first season? Didn't he have like clowns working for him? I didn't see him at all in the second season.
I never seen him again.
Did they get killed in the first season? And I just forgot.
I don't even remember.
I could have swore they were still working for him. Well, anyway. So you
Maybe
don't.
they're still around somewhere.
So you don't like the Majin. You don't like Claymore, and who else?
I think that's about it. So far.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's not too many characters in this show that aren't likable. I think they're all likable. they're definitely all likable. Even Gopta, you know what I'm saying? Gopta and the goblins, they're all likable. The wolves, Ranga,
I like all of
Kijans.
them. Beanie Moru. That's the guy with the red hair.
Oh, okay.
His right hand.
Yeah, okay.
I like Diablo, a butler.
I think I have to agree. I think the Majin chick is my least favorite. So far, I agree with you. She's my least favorite.
I like the guy that used the webs. Can't remember his name. The purple guy.
Ninja Boy.
He wears his. he wears a. He cover up his face halfway. I like him. I like the old man. I like Veldora. The dragon. I like Ranga, the wolf. I like the wolf a lot. He's very loyal.
Yeah, it makes me want a dog. I gotta get a dog now.
I like how Rimuru took over their thing. Took over the wolves. I like how he did that. I like the two girls, but
The butts. Whose butt?
what? No. I said I said I like the two girls. The girl with the pink hair.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You like her butt?
No. I didn't. No, I didn't say. I didn't say that.
What are you trying to say?
I was trying to say. I like the girl with the pink hair, but the one with the purple hair.
Oh.
Can't get these names. But the girl with the purple hair, I'm not feeling her too much. The
Big
secretary.
The secretary. Is she supposed to be a secretary? Yeah, I mean, she looks like one. So would you say any of the girls, now that we're on topic, would you say any of the girls are waifu?
Maybe the one with the pink hair, but I don't know, because she messed it all up by the way she was talking.
You talking about Malene?
No, the other girl with the pink hair.
The Keisha?
What's the girl's name?
I don't know. To me, if you ask me, if you haven't remember her name, she ain't a waifu. Because waifus are memorable. You don't just be like, oh, her. That wasn't the name I don't know.
I can't even say a girl with the pink hair, because a lot of them got pink hair.
So you think Shizu is
his
best
right
girl?
hand, no, I can't say that either.
I know who you're talking about. The Keisha.
Okay.
The girl. She's the spellcaster. I don't know her name either. That's why I didn't say I can't hardly consider her waifu because who knows her name? Like I know the one goblin likes her, the goblin with the big lips.
Oh,
that was defending her.
What's that goblin's name? What's the main goblin's name? It's his brother.
Gopta.
Yeah, Gopta's brother likes her.
So you think she's waifu, even though you don't know her name, but she's waifu, and you think Shizu is best girl?
Yeah, I like Shizu a lot.
Okay. If I had to pick waifu, I'd probably go with
Marlene.
Yeah. But now she done did a 360. Like I don't know, I can't get a gauge on her anymore. You know, at first she was like fun, playful, and like I was on her side. Now she on some other shit, so I don't know what the hell's going on. So, but I mean, I'm holding off to see an explanation. I'm pretty sure she has a good reason. I'm trying to hold out. Trying to have give her a little leeway, give her a little benefit of the doubt.
Hopefully we get to find out this year.
Maybe she's under mind control like the Majin girl.
Hope for the best. Yeah, the girl with the pink hair, she messed it up when she was the way she was talking to Rimuru. But before all that,
Yeah, I
she
don't know
was
what was up with
the
that.
waifu.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
Like, this is
She
supposed to be
stepped way out of place.
he's supposed to be the king.
And he didn't even put her back in place. He's just like, oh, okay, don't hurt me.
I think that's my only complaint about the show. Rimuru is supposed to be absolute, the almighty, and revered and respected, but yet you got your secretary mad at you because you can't tell her you don't like how she cooks. Like, yo, I told that chick straight up, get this shit out my face. You would have put that plate in front of me. I was like, yo, what is this shit? How dare you? Like, she got a nerve to be mad.
He should have just straight told her to her face, like, look, you can't cook. Look, it tastes gross.
It wouldn't have been Lord Ines. Lord Ines would not be holding no spoon talking about, I'm about to throw up and I'm going to eat it anyway.
Trying to pretending that that's good.
Nope.
And that's one thing I didn't like about Rimuru.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't demand respect.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
He should demand more.
He's OP, but doesn't demand any respect.
Don't demand nothing. It's like, why? Well, hopefully in the next season he demands respect.
So, I mean, at least he's not ruling. At least he's not ruling and has everybody pledging their allegiance to him out of fear. But I feel like the only reason that they have the amount of etiquette that the reason that they're holding that sort of respect is because of the etiquette in that world. If this was a humans or a different world, they would take that kindness for weakness and start taking advantage of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like how these girls feel like they're so free to just talk to him and do whatever they want.
That's probably why they do that, because he don't say nothing. He don't demand respect. So they feel like they can just do that.
Yeah, well, he gonna keep losing his kingdom if he don't get it together.
He has to.
But
That's crazy.
for the most part, that's my commentary.
I don't really have much else to add from that. But I hope they make another season. Soon.
I definitely do. Yeah,
Soon.
You're right.
Don't make us wait off forever.
Well, so the next part 2 is supposed to start next month, so I guess we're just gonna have to hold out till then at least. But so yeah, anime fans, if you like Reincarnated as a Slime, give us a thumbs up the video.
Yes.
Comment if you anything we touched on that you want to comment on, feel free to comment. That was our commentary for Reincarnated as a Slime. If you didn't watch it, definitely recommend it.
Definitely watch.
I'm going to basically I'm contemplating giving this one a 9, but overall the show is a 10. But I think I'm going to give this particular this particular 12 episodes a 9 on my anyways, because I just felt like it kind of missed the mark with the first couple episodes. Don't get me wrong, they did. I understand the build up and everything like that, but I just think that the storytelling, I don't know, one of them writers, whoever's in the studio writing, one of them writers ain't I don't know, it's missing the mark for me. So I'm gonna go with a 9, but overall it's a 10. So I definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it. Hopefully we didn't spoil the entire series for you, and you still actually sit through it.
I also gave it a 9 because I feel like he needs to gain more respect about how people be talking to him and treating him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Yeah, I agree.
9.
There's a few things like season 1. I didn't have many complaints. It was like everything
season
was
1 was
there.
pretty
It was kind of like tightly packaged, not
It
really
wasn't
too
doing
many
that
holes.
really in season 1.
Season 2, I have a little more complaints, and it's kind of missing the mark for me. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, season 1 was like 10, season 2 9.
Right. I think the highlight of this is the action by the end, the tail end of season 2. The action picked up to biblical proportions. It was like I felt like I was watching the Book of Revelations, watching Rimuru go in like that. It felt like I was witnessing the second coming.
That part was great.
That was crazy.
It was great.
But that's it, anime
That's
fans. Definitely check this out. Comment. Let us know what
definitely.
you thought of this anime. One of our favorite animes. We love to talk about it.
One of our favorite.
Until next time.